I want you to do something for me before I start. Take off your headphones. Did you do it? Good. Because what I'm about to tell you, I don't want anything near your ears while you listen. My name is Franz, and 3 weeks ago, I bought a pair of headphones that I am now completely convinced are not meant for the living. It started at a thrift store, the kind of place that smells like old carpet and forgotten things. I wasn't even looking for headphones, I went in for a lamp. But there they were, sitting on the top shelf, inside a clear plastic bag. No brand name, no model number, just a small sticker on the bag that said, in handwritten ink, "These work great, please take them." Which, honestly, should have been my first red flag. They were over-ear headphones, matte black, perfectly clean, too clean for something sitting in a thrift store. Not a scratch, not a fingerprint, like they'd never been touched. I paid $2 for them. On the walk home, I put them on, just resting on my neck, not over my ears, and I felt this odd pressure behind my eyes, like the beginning of a headache, but directional, pointing inward. I figured I was tired. I got home, plugged them into my laptop, put on a playlist I know by heart, songs I've heard 100 times, and pressed play. For the first 30 seconds, everything was normal. Then the music shifted. Not the notes, not the melody, something underneath it. A texture that wasn't there before, like hearing a song and suddenly noticing a voice in the background you'd somehow never heard in 100 listens. I checked the file, nothing wrong. I played it through my laptop speakers, totally normal. Back in the headphones, there it was again, that layer, that presence. I told myself it was just good audio quality picking up sounds I'd missed before. I told myself a lot of things that first night. By the third day, the sounds had changed. It wasn't music anymore. It was between the music, in the pauses, in the silences between tracks, a sound that I can only describe as breathing, slow, deliberate, close. I'm a rational person. I run audio through Audacity, sound editing software. I recorded the output from the headphones and analyzed the waveform. There was nothing there, flat line during the silences, but I could hear it. Then came the voices, not words at first, just tones, syllables that didn't belong to any language I knew, but they had a rhythm, pattern, intent. On the sixth night, I heard my name, just once, quietly, buried so deep in the track it could have been a coincidence, a syllable from a lyric twisted by my sleep-deprived brain. Except, the song that was playing at that moment was an instrumental. I should have thrown them away, I know that, you know that. But here's the thing about sounds like that. Sounds that seem to know you. They don't let go. They make you need to understand. So I kept listening. By the end of the second week, I'd stopped sleeping with the lights off. I'd stopped listening to anything through other speakers. The headphones had become the only thing that sounded right to me. Everything else felt hollow, thin, like I was only getting off the signal. My girlfriend noticed first. She said my eyes looked wrong, not tired, wrong, like I was always listening to something she couldn't hear. She was right, because by that point, the headphones didn't need to be plugged in. I will put them on, no cable, no Bluetooth, nothing, and I will still hear it, still hear them. I looked up in the thrift store, tried to find out where the headphones came from. The owner, a quite older woman, remembered them. She said a man had brought them in about 2 months before I found them. He came in, placed them on the shelf himself and told her, "Someone needs to take this. They choose." She thought he was eccentric, until she noticed, a few days later, that the headphones were always exactly where he placed them, even as everything around them got moved and bought and replaced, like no one else could see them except me. I found the name sewn into the inner padding on the left ear cup, hidden under a small flap of fabric. The stitching was old, The name was Marcus Holt. I searched that name. Marcus Holt, sound engineer, died 1987. According to a digitized newspaper article I found, he had been working on a recording project in the months before his death. An attempt, according to his own notes, to capture what he called the frequency between presence and absence, the sound of something that has not yet decided to live. His colleagues said, in the weeks before he died, he had stopped using studio monitors entirely. He would only work with headphones, a specific pair, matte black, no brand name. The official cause of death was a brain aneurysm, but the paramedics noted something in the report that was never really explained. When they found him, the headphones were on his head, the cable was across the room. I don't know where the headphones are right now, that's the truth. I put them in a box, taped it shut, left it in my car, went back the next morning and the box was open. The headphones were on the passenger seat, cable coiled neatly, like they'd been placed there by someone who wanted me to find them easily. I haven't put them on since, but I can still hear it sometimes. That layer, that texture, that presence. Without them, like they've already done what they needed to do, like the frequency is already inside me. If you're watching this and you've seen a pair of matte black headphones somewhere, a shelf, a bag, a box, with a note that says, "These were great, please take them," don't.